Hello, I'm Dieonik, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa. So we are looking for a body, maybe? Mayhaps? Looking for a body. Or a crime, or something bad that happened. They didn't explicitly state that anyone was dead, but maybe someone's attacked and they're in a locker somewhere. Are there even lockers here? I guess there's one. It's at the, poolside. Okay. Alright, so let's look at our map. Bwahaha! So yeah, we need to locate everyone. Okay, so there is Asahina. There is Sakura. Okay. There is, I forget what your name is. And of course, you're in the laboratory. Alright, so everyone else is missing. Alright, so let's go here. We'll enter the trash room. I think that's where Sakura is, right? Yeah. Hello, Sakura! Does not appear as though anything has happened here. Why did you decide to look here, Ugami? Did something catch your attention and lead you here? No. Just your deduction from several days ago took up residence in the depths of my mind. Yeah, well, because they'd be trying to get rid of, evidence, but I assume that they'd be smart enough not to get rid of evidence in the same way, because that is how you get caught. I don't know. My hair was, like, pristine just a second ago, and it's like as soon as I start recording, like, everything goes to shit. But whatever. Okay. What? Had something taken place? I thought that perhaps someone might have come here to destroy evidence yet again. That makes sense, but also I don't think so because that's how you get caught. Oh, I can look up! Okay, well... Did I already know that and I just forgot that I knew that? Alright. I'm moving too fast. I'm lagging out the game. Okay, so now we need to go to the far end, where, Asahina. Yeah, that's your name. I tried knocking on everyone's door, but nobody came out. They must be trying to figure out what happened. Maybe they're on the second floor of the school zone? It seems like the kind of place something might happen, since it only just recently opened up. I assume it's gonna be near the pool section, because they were putting emphasis on the Gatling gun turret thing that was attached to the wall in front of the pool zone. So I'm wondering if someone had their key switched and they ended up accidentally killing themselves. Not accidentally. It was, you know, murder, I guess, but... Nice pants. That I've never noticed before. Tell it to me straight, Negs. What do you think? Huh? About what? About Tugs. True as truth. I think he might be brainwashed. What about you? No idea. Wouldn't you be more likely to know about that than me? What? What's that supposed to mean, dude? You're a shaman, aren't you? That's one hell of a misunderstanding you've got there, Negs. You listening? Fortune-telling is completely different from brainwashing and hypnosis and all that other BS. Unscientific crap. I really wish you'd understand that, dude. Fortune-telling isn't exactly scientific either, but saying that would probably piss him off. Well, if you ask Jody. I'm referencing Beyond Two Souls. So... Alright, I guess I need to look at the map again. I forgot where I was for a minute. I was like, where am I? What am I doing? Okay, so I need to play, or I need to go to the second floor. I need to play the second floor. I need to play the second floor game, where everyone goes to the second floor. Okay. Okay, that happened. Alright, do I go talk to... No, let's just go to the poolside. I'm sure it's gotta be here, right? Okay, well, I can only check the men's room. Huh? The door's unlocked. I thought you had to use your Electro ID to open these. Ding dong, ding dong. For investigative purposes, the doors have been unlocked. Please explore to your heart's content. Investigative purposes? Nailed it! My hair's falling. I expected as much. Dogami! From the way Monokuma was talking, there's no doubt about there's no doubt another murder has taken place. No! That changing room over there is suspicious. Very suspicious. Wouldn't you agree? I don't know that I would, because currently I have no idea what's going on. And you're my primary suspect because you're a douche. Huh? Suspicious? It doesn't look like anyone's checked the changing rooms yet. Let's look around the women's room first. Dogami was muttering, almost like he was talking to himself. And, without waiting for me to respond, he placed his hand on the door to the women's change room. I think he just wants to go in the women's change room. The door slid open without a sound. And time stopped dead in its tracks. Huh? It took several moments for my mind to process the scene it was witnessing and accept it as reality. That is so messed up. She was like the cute innocent one. What the hell? Bloodbath fairs? Fevers? Is it actually the serial killer that's in here with us? That's so messed. And as soon as it finished processing... A scream came hurling out of my mouth, entirely on its own will. Your hat says gothy. Weekly Shoden despair or something. Sorry. I tried to hold back as hard as I possibly could, but it was futile. It was a futile effort. Screams burst forth from somewhere deep inside me, like a perpetually erupting geyser. His reaction, however, was almost the polar opposite of mine. This is curious, wouldn't you agree? Dogami was calm, composed, as if talking about something he saw on TV. Look at her. Fujisaki's been crucified. That is so messed up. And the bloody writing on the wall. Bloodbath fever. What an exclusively cruel way to kill someone. Excessively. So I don't know if you guys remember, but they were saying that there was a serial killer out in the real world who was killing people and then writing in their bloodbath fever everywhere. So that's why I said, I wonder if the serial killer's in here with us and has been all along. Or if it's just a copycat killer trying to throw off something? I don't know. I don't know. Wouldn't you agree? She's dead. How could it be anything but cruel? That's not what I'm talking about. This murder is far too brutally demented to have been committed by an amateur. This isn't like when Sayaka, Mizono was murdered in a fit of desperation and self-preservation. It's almost like the killer derived pleasure from killing her. Well, yeah, I mean, all of that would make sense if the serial killer was in here with us. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? My confused, rattled mind was unable to comprehend what he was trying to say right away. Nor was it given the time to attempt it. Hey, what's with the Fujisaki? Ding dong, ding dong. Are you gonna call an assembly? We got a corpse here! We'll be holding a class trial pretty soon, so make good use of the time you've got. Well, what was that? Right, you were unconscious when it happened last time. That was a corpse discovery announcement. When 3 or more people find a dead body, the announcement is triggered to alert the others. Apparently, it's his way of ensuring everyone has a fair chance at finding the killer. A fair chance at finding the culprit. A corpse discovery announcement. Does that mean Fujisaki is... Yeah, I just noticed the blood on the poster's face and something written. Wondering what it is. Yes, she's dead. Yukyu. Yukyon? Yakyu? Yon? Yukyon? I don't know. Before you start howling, how about you go find the others? It looks like another round is about to begin. Another round of this life and death game of Clue. I guess it is Clue. Ishimaru flew out of the changing room. I don't think it took very long for him to find everyone and bring them back. But my sense of time was all out of whack. In any case, the next thing I noticed was the unrestrained fear, anger, and confusion on their faces. As they stood around Fujisaki's body, bolted to the floor like so many pillars. Curses! I could not protect her. Yet another soldier has fallen victim. And so it begins again. Whoa! Whoa! What the hell is this? A dream? 'Tis a dream. 'Tis all but a dream. I have yet to break free of the womb. I have no recollection of my birth. God, you're a weirdo. How obnoxious. Yeah. Alright, I won't expect this. Wait, look at the wall. Is that writing? Writing on the wall? I'm looking at this. God! Alright, I guess I have to do things in order. The phrase, bloodbath fever, is written on the wall in blood. It's not a dying message. but it is extremely strange. I feel like I've heard this somewhere before. Bloodbath fever, written in blood. A villainous homicidal maniac with a brutally demented modus operandi. My Latin's rusty. He always leaves a message written in the victim's blood. Bloodbath fever. He chooses his victims at random and without warning. Even the police can't find a pattern. The internet has dubbed the suspect of these serial murder cases Genocider's Show, dude. Genocider's Show, the homicidal maniac who was the public in a fury. His MO is brutal and demented. There are no words to describe how maniacal and perverse, yeah, he is. So someone mimicked Genocider Show's murders. But why? Either that, or this is the work of the real Genocider Show. The real thing? You mean one of us is Genocider Show? No way! I'm more in awe at how many loose screws one would need to come up with a phrase like bloodbath fever. Indeed, there is nothing more problematic than a mentally unstable killer. Hey! What now? It's Fukawa! Asahina raised her arm to point at the change room door. And there stood Fukawa, having arrived after everyone else. No! Why? Whoa, why? Why? Thud. She collapsed, dude. And I did not like the sound she made when she did. Fukawa! Asahina rushed over to Fukawa's fallen body and began shaking her shoulders. Are you okay, Fukawa? Hang in there. I do seem to recall her mentioning the fact that the sight of blood causes her to pass out. Hemophobia. She must not be able to watch horror movies. Isn't this, like, kind of a problem, dudes? Sleeping outside your rooms against the rules? Ain't it? That is true. Oh, well, I guess it's not deliberate. She should be safe. The rule only prohibits deliberate use of any other room to sleep. Well, passing out ain't deliberate, so I'd say we're A-okay here. Fukawa! Can you hear me? Hey! Is anybody there? Almost as if in response to her words, Fukawa jumped to her feet. She jumped to her feet. But the strange absurdity of her motion knocked me speechless. She leapt straight up while still lying down, changed her orientation in the air, and landed on her feet. Her movements were ridiculous and unnatural, like they paid no heed to human anatomy. Huh? What? Sorry, I was so surprised I blacked out. That happens, you know? Or is it just me? Fukawa? Are you alright? Did you have a stroke? Totally fine, totally fine. Hey! It's a body! Look, it's dead! Is she having a psychotic break? Yeah, she hit her head pretty bad, dude. The world is made up of fronts and backs. 9 fronts and 9 backs, like truths and lies. You're kind of scaring me, and you're not talking like usual either. Don't worry about it. Actually, I'd call it a stroke of good luck that I don't have that accursed stutter anymore. Gahahaha. Are you possessed, lady? Aha! I figured it out. You are not okay. Your eyes are strangely vacant. It would probably be best to escort her to her room. I'll do it, but would someone give me a hand? Did someone ask for a hand? What did you say, Ishimaru? What do you say, Ishimaru? Whatever. What? I've been ignored! Alright. When you take care of her, and the rest of us will get started. And yeah, you take care of her, and the rest of us will get started on the investigation. Okay. Does anyone have a problem with Ugami and Uwada handling security like last time? Hold on. Wait. First off, investigation? This wasn't the work of the Puppet Master. The last one should have made that perfectly clear. Chihiro Fujisaki was unquestionably murdered by one of us. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Bingo! But there's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly normal. I mean, those are the rules for graduation. And it happened again. You're saying it happened again. That one of us killed one of our friends? Oh ho ho! You getting scared again? Damn, man. You's all got some tiny ass balls in here. Is that tiny too? Should we compare? No! Not that I actually have one. Enough fooling around. You came to give us something, didn't you? I most certainly did. You should be getting used to this by now. I've got copies of the Monokuma file too for everyone. Alrighty then. Catch you cats later. Best of luck with your investigation. Investigation? You mean we have to go through that again? Yeah. We have to examine our friend's body. We have to suspect one another. I can't do it. I can't handle going through that again. I'm with Hina. I don't want to do it. I'm out of here. And where would you go? You cannot escape from this. How about you get the hell over it already? Blood is just liquid, and a dead body is nothing but an object. Well, aren't you just Mr. Gun-Ho? And why the hell wouldn't I be? I'm dead if I don't figure out who killed her. Well, yeah, you're right, but I need time to... What? Do you want to die? Then do it, and do it quick. You're wasting precious oxygen. You just call that body an object? That kid, Fujisaki, is not a fucking object, and I will not let you get away with your disrespect. Don't jump down each other's throats. Togami isn't necessarily incorrect. Our lives are in danger if we don't solve this murder and find who killed Fujisaki. And if Togami's theory is correct, and Genocider Show really is the culprit, we could have more bodies on our hands if we don't do something. Not just more bodies, we could potentially all become victims. Dohoho, fear not, fear not. For our academic coliseum, a single villain is allowed to kill a maximum of 2 people. What? Huh? Was that in the rules? As of right now, it sure is. What? If one person went around killing a bunch of people, you guys wouldn't get to enjoy life here very long. The school rules have been modified. You can verify the change from within your Electro ID. Then why not set the limit to 1? Because as far as mystery stories go, serial killers on the loose in the academy has a nice ring to it. Yo ho 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 ho! One victim does not a serial killer make. Alright. Farewell, for real this time. I'll be seeing you again soon for the class trial. I don't much understand his logic, but if 2 is the limit, then that means, as most, 1 more of us could fall victim to the killer, right? What a shame that would be. We'd best find the culprit before that happens then. You can shut your fucking trap. Anyway, me and Ishimaru are going to escort Fukawa to her room. Getting escorted. We should get started on the investigation too. We don't have time to waste dilly-dallying. If we cannot ascertain who murdered Chikuro Fujisaki, the rest of us will be executed in their place. She's right. I hate this. I don't want to do it. But if I want to stay alive, if I want to make it through this with everyone, I have no choice. First, I should see what Monokuma's file has to say. Victim Chikuro Fujisaki. Time of death approximately 2 a.m. So it happened... Okay, the nobody leaves the room at night thing is kind of ridiculous because that's what's getting everyone killed. Because that's guaranteed no witnesses. You just have to lure someone to a place and then kill them. The corpse was discovered in the women's change room on the 2nd floor of the school zone. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Death occurred instantaneously. That's all the information he's giving us. Complaining isn't going to get me anywhere though. Whether I like it or not, I've got to do this. Load in Monokuma File 2 into your Electro ID. You can find it in the ammunition menu. Hey, Nagi, Nago, Dad, blah. You have a second? Huh? You need me for something? Of course. How dull would your life be if you were never needed? Okay. What can I do for you? Help with my investigation. Huh? Nanda. I'm enlisting your aid. The aid of the man who solved Sayaka Meizono's murder. Solved? I was just... I chose you because you are someone I can make good use of. You will help me with my investigation. He's pressuring me pretty hard. For what I thought was supposed to be a request. Let's begin. Hold on. Shut up and get to it. We don't have time to screw around. You're a dick. I'm not entirely sure what just happened. But it looks like Togami and I are working together or something. Yeah, well, he's my primary suspect for many reasons. Okay, let's talk to Kiguri and see how she feels about that. She's thoroughly investigating Fujisaki's corpse. In fact, she's even touching her body. What a strange woman to be able to touch a corpse. and to do so with a straight face. It looks like she's pretty focused on her work. She didn't so much as bat an eye at Togami's comment. Alright, if this is the murder weapon, they would have had to have been able to lift... Let's say those are 5-pounders. So that would be... What, 50 pounds? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, so 50 pounds. There's a dumbbell on the floor. And there's blood on it. There's blood on the dumbbell. Monokuma file says her cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, which would make this dumbbell the murder weapon.
So,
that's the only reasonable conclusion. Unless it was planted evidence. And it was... Okay, so like... Premeditated murder is way harder to figure out because they could have planted evidence, they could have taken away real evidence, they could have done any number of things. Also, they had... Let's say, I wish there was an actual clock in the top right because then you could, like, think about the time. But let's say that it's 8 o'clock when we found the body. That leaves... 6 hours for them to have done whatever they wanted and, you know, cover it up. Alright, well, there's blood there. Alright, I can inspect the blood. So the body was moved, probably. There's a fresh-looking blood stain on the carpet. This must have happened during the murder. Okay, what's this? Is this just a splash or is this intentionally put here? There's a blood splatter on the poster. It must have happened when the killer attacked Fujisaki. Alright. Alright, well, let's look at her corpse, I guess. All the life has drained from her body. All that's left is her corpse. Fujisaki's corpse. The more I look at it, the more bizarre it seems. So this is Genocider Show's work. But we haven't concluded that Genocider Show is responsible. Is that what you're trying to say? I wouldn't be so sure about that. Ha! Ha 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 ha! That wasn't suspicious at all. At all, that wasn't suspicious. Oh, there are lockers. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so there's the pool of blood. I did inspect the corpse. Alright, I guess I need to talk to people. That kid had one hell of a complex about being weak. You heard, didn't you? Always saying, I've got to get stronger? I do remember her saying that, yeah. Kid was trying to build some muscle, get stronger, and then this. Though, was there really any need for her to get stronger in the first place? No. You said it yourself, there's nothing wrong with girls being weak. That's sexist. Beats me. I don't know everything that was going... Well, I don't know everything that was going through that kid's head. I'm kind of curious. Where the source of Fujisaki's complex lies. Loaded Uwada's testimony into your Electro ID. You can find it in the ammunition menu. Okay, well that was important, I guess. I know that he was like close to her or something. I can hardly believe Fujisaki was murdered in this very change room. I was here just yesterday. I do wonder why she was killed in the change room of all places. Actually, no. It's also possible she was killed somewhere else and brought here after the fact. Indeed, she is rather light. It would not be difficult to move her body after killing her. However, I believe she brought herself here on her own 2 feet. What makes you think that? These past few days, she frequently spoke of wanting to strengthen her body. So you think Fujisaki came here to work out? But the Monokuma file says she was killed at approximately 2 a.m. Maybe she was working out and she didn't want anyone to see her struggling. Or something. Would she really be working out that late? She was likely trying to avoid running into Asahina or myself. We often work out here during the day. She was avoiding you? Both Asahina and I invited her to work out with us on numerous occasions, but she always refused. I can only assume she was avoiding us. So she came here to work out, by herself, in the middle of the night? I find it hard to believe she was alone. She wanted to start working out, but she said she was unable to do so by herself. She said she wanted someone to assist her. So you're saying Fujisaki came to the changing room to work out in secret in the middle of the night with someone, and she didn't come alone. It is a possibility. Loaded Ugami's testimony into your Electro ID. You can find it in the ammunition menu. Alright, let's get moving. Huh? Already? We're not going to learn anything by staying put. We need to examine this case from many different angles. I get that, but if you understand, then start moving. He's more than a little pushy, huh? It's like he thinks he has me on a leash. Well, he sort of does because you're actually following his orders and stuff. Alright, we'll investigate here next. Does this room have anything to do with the murder? Use your head. Where's the fun in relying on others for everything? Hmm? Alright. Well, apparently we heard a rat-a-tat tapping. You dimwit, the crime didn't even take place there. Don't be an ass. Don't be a dick butt. Alright, let's look at this. Fujisaki was killed by, definitely not this. She'd be full of holes if she had been. There's all sorts of swimming equipment here, but I'm guessing none of it was used in the murder. Okay, but why would any... Okay, the life preserver? It's a lifesaver. Worthless piece of junk. Can't even save a life. As I recall, you need to use your Electro ID on this card reader to open the door, don't you?
Nanda.
Is there something you're not sure about? Then why don't you ask Monokuma directly? As soon as the words left his mouth, Togami clapped his hands twice. How may I be of service? Has Togami tamed Monokuma?
So.
It seems Negi has a question for you. Sure, sup? About these card readers. The card readers only respond to you guys' Electro IDs. But watch out, if you can only enter the change room that corresponds with the Electro ID's owner's gender. You also said it was impossible for two people to enter together, did you not? Any sexual terrorists attempting to do so will find themselves with far more orifices than they can fill, courtesy of Mr. Gatling Gun up there. It's also against the rules to lend your Electro ID to someone else, isn't it? Ja, oh, I see. If that's the case, the only girl that can enter the women's change room and only girls and only guys can enter the men's. Which is to say, since we found Fujisaki's body in the women's changing room, Oy vey. I can see right through you, Negi. You can? See through me? This is what you were thinking, isn't it? Since the corpse was discovered in the women's change room, the culprit had to have gone inside. In other words, one of the girls killed her. But you're just reaching for the low-hanging fruit. Is that wrong? Take a good close look at the school rules. This is what they say. You are forbidden from lending your Electro ID to anyone. The rules prohibit the act of lending, but not borrowing. Yo-ho-ho! I'd expect no less from a child of the Togami group. You found the loophole in our rule. This is you we're talking about. I'm sure you left the loophole on purpose to make things more interesting. Ooh, you didn't even break a sweat. You're kicking all sorts of ass today. Here's a freebie. Not only can the dead not defend themselves, they don't even count as people. If you catch my drift. Hold on. You said there was a loophole, but doesn't borrowing someone's Electro ID count as them lending it to you? No, it counts as you stealing it. And also, what was her name? I've already forgotten her name. Sayaka. Sayaka's ID was missing, I think. Yawn. You're making me sleepy. Take a cue from Togami over here and put a little punch into your words. As punishment, I'm giving you the cold shoulder. Q&A is over. Think for yourself. I suppose I have no choice. My slightly disappointing partner in crime. I'll explain in his stead. Come on, we're going to the entrance hall. The entrance hall? You'll see when we get there. The card reader loaded card reader, not the card reader, into your Electro ID. You can find it in the ammunition menu. Alright. Jesus. Alright. Well, here we are. What is it you wanted to see here, Togami? I guess I'm on my own. Alright, so I'm gonna end this here. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, comment on what you think, who you think did it, what you think is going on. Go check out the other videos I've done. I will see you soon. Oh my god, dead end.